Okay, we just passed through this section here. This is the other side of the caved ore chute. Looking all through there where we were. There's a bunch of wood debris in here. It's come down and been tossed here. But our concern is what's ahead of us. Lost the rail again. But it does bend around and keep going. Got our bats friends still. Now this is interesting. You can see they drilled in here. Interesting graffiti. They drilled in here and almost certainly there would have been water coming out of there, given that little, what do you call that? Funnel or what?
Spout.
Spout, thank you, that's what I was looking for. Always good to have a buddy with you. And with that, they might have had like, you know, some cups or something set up there. So that's kind of cool.
Rock Island, so it's graffiti.
Yeah, the Rock Island graffiti is interesting. The drift keeps going this way. Pretty intense mineralization right there. Still weaving our way through the mountain here. Lots of bats back here. Another ore chute there. We've got motor oil. Looks like a little workbench right here. It's a Manuel, looks like. Looks like Manuel's gloves are still up there. Little drift. Maybe not little. There's a drift running back that way. Can't see the end yet. More minus graffiti here. Looks like the old Indian hieroglyphics right there. So you're tracking the loads right there. This ore chute actually looks like it's in pretty good shape. Wow. Drift just keeps running back that way. But following the right hand rule, let's see what's down here first. Manuel was getting busy with the wood back here. Okay, looks like that's it. That see that ventilation pipe right there. This did go somewhere at one time, but it is caved or backfilled. I can't tell which. There's looking all the way up in case you don't believe me. That is as far as we can go. Alright, that's the drift we just checked out where we were turned back. And we've got this one ahead of us still. More ore chutes back there. There was obviously a ladder where I'm standing leading up because it ramped there one time, but as you can see, that's all caved.
So the smaller boxes.
There's a smaller box.
Each come in 2 to a big box. So that's why we saw those these ones.
Oh yeah, got you.
Two of those.
2 of those. And then, cool. And then we still keep going in this big mine. And this is all, we're still on the same level we started out on. It's pretty wild. Ladder, well, sort of a ladder here. Leads up there. There's another ladder. There's like a tool skip right there. It's hard to see how far up that goes, but it goes up a long way. Oh man, it goes up a long way. It keeps going.
The ladder's not bad, Jake. I mean, the bottom of it's not really secured.
That is a big one. Yeah, stuffed ore chute right here. ore chutes galore. So many ore chutes. All this spilled out of this one. Little side pocket here. Very squared off at it here, but of course it keeps going. And we still have other drifts we haven't checked out other than this one we're on now too. Pocket, ventilation pipe. The ties are actually still here on the ground. The rail's gone, but the ties are here. Usually they rip the ties out too. Okay. Still bending and weaving around. Little side chamber pocket there. And also here. Ventilation pipe and some boxes there, or remains of boxes. Track tie. G. Okay, another junction. Okay, it just goes back there and stops, but they did have rail going back there. So maybe they had some ambitions for that one, but let it go. This keeps going this way. Looks like some unpleasantness here. I'll bet there's a big stope here. Oh yeah, I'd say there's definitely a big stope, given how much it tracked right there. Actually not as big as I would have expected. Little pocket they cleaned out there. But most of this is actually ground fall. Big pieces of ground fall. And looks like it's messy up there too. Got a big support timber right there. That was actually unusually easy to walk across. Usually that ground fall is much harder to walk across. This looks like it's all caved right here. This is looks like they backfilled a bunch of stuff here. This isn't ground fall I'm walking on now. This was put back here. But of course you still have ore chutes back here. This one's actually in decent shape. Use up what you can see right there. Running up there, man, it's hard to get back up there. Or at least get a view back up there. Yeah, this is all debris that was put here intentionally that we're walking on. Little pocket right there. And this sucks to walk on, actually. This really sucks to walk on. Oh man, it keeps going too. This is weird. Normally when they dump a bunch of debris inside a mine like this, they do it up to the top. They don't just do this layer here that makes it hard to walk on. See the rail right there? Just smacks into the face right there. Pocket right there. And then this difficult surface to walk on continues this way. Very odd, this. It's almost like they're trolling mine explorers. Beat up ventilation pipe. Pocket here. Okay, got out of that section, good. Back to our nice smooth rail. And it keeps, man, this trip just keeps going forever. I am impressed by the extent of these workings. All that waste rock pile outside was huge, you shouldn't be surprised. There's some old timbers there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now this may be the end of the line. Whoa. The bat would seem to agree. See how stagnant the area is right here?
Yeah, it feels still.
Yeah, it is definitely stale and warm right here. And that is caved to the top. No way they're getting through that. All right, well, that ran for a while. Pretty good stuff, but this did it. And you know what's interesting is that wood is completely rotten. So there must have been some moisture back here that caused that wood lose its strength and fail catastrophically, as you see here. Plus, that dirt is sort of fused together, like it got damp as well. Doesn't take very much moisture for these to rot. All right, well, we're not done though. We still have some other drifts that we have not checked out yet. So, we'll make the long hike back and do that. All right, we are making our way back out to get to those other drifts we haven't explored. We're back at this winds station here. And trying to show you so you'll remember. And we missed something funny on the way in. Right there. Beware of stope cats. Definitely a danger to be concerned about. Funny stuff. We're still making our way back, making the long hike back, and we're gonna take down those drifts when we get there. We're still making our way out, and my buddy noticed one of the rollers that goes on the wind stations, and you can see where the cable cut into this solid piece of metal here. That's solid metal, and the cable's under so much pressure, just tore those scars right into it. That is a lot of weight. Alright, we just finished up that section. I'm sure you remember that bent timber right there. We went back here already, and that just ended there. There's just that big stope chamber where we initially came into this section. There's an interesting pocket of crystals and such back here. I don't know if that's coming across on the camera. And the one drift in this area we haven't checked out yet is this one here. So we'll take care of that now. Likely loops back around. But we'll find out. Some stuff over here. More modern explosives box. Actually, lots of them. Got nitro, drilled nitro, all kinds of good stuff here. Bet the pack rats love this.
Modern version of the box.
Modern version.
This is 45.
Let's see. So, drift keeps running back that way. Imagine that ties into where we were before. We have a drift running off this way though. And since we're going on the right, looks like that's the Noble Drift. And so we'll see how aristocratic it is. It goes for a way. I do not know. I do know this is going for a way. I don't know if that's the end or if that's a bend up there. Can't tell yet. Explosives box. Lots of cryptic symbols in here. Oh man. Another explosives box. Okay, that's the end right there. I said oh man because there's stuff going off over here too, which we'll see in just a moment. I just want to confirm that this doesn't go anywhere. No, that's it. This rock looks, it doesn't look mineralized at all. Doesn't look like it has any particularly mine-worthy features, which is almost certainly why the miners stopped there. But they kept going this way. See more explosives boxes here. And wow, this keeps going. Looks like there's a false floor up here, possibly. Might not be too fun to go across. Little pocket right here. BS. Well, this section right here seems like BS. Some more initials. It runs up there. Let's see here. Oh, of course it's a bad one. Of course it's dropping straight down. Oh well. Okay, actually no, it isn't. It's not too bad after all. It looked bad from where I was, but it stops down there. And of course it goes across here. That's kind of interesting. Looks like that rock is covered in oil right there. So they're tracking loads right there. This stope above me actually runs up quite a way. As you can see, a little platform back there holding some stuff back. And we're not done because this keeps going. Still going. Pocket right there. See, they did have the rail here. Okay, looks like this is the face. Yep, I have to face it. That is the face. Stope ants. 1961. Yeah, seems about right. Alright, back to the main drift we were going down. Coming out of Noble, I missed this on the way in because I was facing the wrong way. Well said. And we've got our way back to that other drift right here. We need to check out. Oh, I missed that on the way in too. So we came from there earlier, which means we're going this way. I'm stumbling around. Nice.
That's exactly what Shake's missing.
All right. Okay, we've come full circle. That is that leads back to that big stope chamber there. So that means that we came in this way. No, it doesn't actually, because we came around the other side, didn't we?
I've been in here so long, I don't know.
Yeah, I think. We'll check it. I think we looped up here. Bats are busy. Yeah, remember we went back this way?
Yeah.
Alright, so now we have finished this level. Pretty impressive level, I have to say. We'd already explored 2 other mines that day and were pretty burned out by that point. So we decided to save the other levels for later and head back outside to get up and check out the infrastructure at the upper workings. Most people that visit this site don't make it up here. So we hiked up from down there where the lower workings are and came up this wash here in the upper workings and have come to what appears to be the remains of a stamp mill right there. And my friend is standing on what have got to be the biggest mine timbers I've ever seen. I mean, they're not timbers like you see inside the mine, but just support beams. And they are absolutely enormous. As as he is demonstrating. So there's more stuff up here. We'll head up there and pick up there. The lower workings we checked out are down there, and we have hiked up to the upper workings here where not many people go. And I'm glad, because this is pretty awesome up here. You see the head frame right there, presumably the hoist house there. And not sure about the other buildings, but we'll find out, of course. A whole bunch of little shafts here. There's something else up there. Shaft there. Here in front of us, caved. And then also directly behind us here. We looked at there, it's either caved or just a little prospect, doesn't go anywhere. There's probably explosive storage there, and then another shaft up there. So all kinds of good stuff up here. But pretty sure this part here is my favorite, right there. I was just shooting right over there, and come up to the buildings now, looking around. Lots of cool stuff up here. You see these ore bins here, and obviously the head frame there. And the way it would work is a skip car would come up out of the shaft there. It would come up here and flip over there into the ore bin here, where it would be picked up here. There's a look up. Some of the buildings here. We'll head up there in just a minute. Just came up the stairs right here, and here's a look at the back side of that head frame. Obviously the sheaf would have been right there, and yeah, the skip car would have come up, flipped the ore into here, which would have then tumble down to there and then out that way. So lots of rock getting moved around here. Cool little door here. See the hinges. Obviously the floor of it is disappearing, but you can tell it's a pretty neat little workshop here. And then that also holds true for this structure here. Also a little workshop, obviously. You still see a few of the parts here. And an old carbide can here. And another shaft right there. And more stuff up the hill. So we'll head up and check that out. So that's where we were down exploring before. And you can see some of the additional workings across the way there. We're not bothering to go over those just because there's not even a head frame or anything like that. And so, you know, they're probably just holes in the ground. Speaking of head frames though, there's one right behind us here. As you can see, and then the hoist house is here. You see where the cable would have come out right there. Only miners call cable rope, even though it's made out of metal. Hoist would have been in here somewhere, but it looks like the side of the cliff caved in right there and brought this all down. It looks like the hoist was already removed. Collection of metal bits here. I thought it was kind of interesting. Something else interesting, speaking of metal, is that the bottom of this chute right here, metal slats, and very, very, very rare. I can only think of one or two other times I've seen that. So that's kind of an interesting find right there. And the shaft itself is here. Looks like they're the hinge right there, and the manway right there. And so the skip car would have been pulled out, would have run up these rails here and flipped. See how it's rounded right there? Would have run right up there and flipped over and dumped into the bin here, and then would have come out, loaded into something here. Some, I don't know what, maybe, I can't imagine a regular vehicle coming up here. I think this is older anyway, but there was something here that gathered the ore and then switched back down the hill with it. Looking down the shaft, because I'm sure some of you are curious. It drops down there. That's not the bottom. It just angles sharply to the left there. Keeps going a long way. We dropped a rock down there to test it. You can see the wood here that the skip car would have dragged up, and then that extends down to there as well. So pretty interesting stuff. Alright, that shaft we just checked out is around the bend there, and come to another system of chutes here that run all the way down that ore bin there, and then the lower workings, you can see the waste rock pile way down there. So that's pretty cool. You can see how far up we came. There's a look at the surrounding mountains and the sunset. It'll be something to see all this work being done here. Alright, for those of you that like the geology, there's some pretty cool specimens here. That looks like ice.